Yep.
The grease monkey arc. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Oh, damn. Grounded, huh? It'll be alright. What you up to, Walmart?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job
We're gonna be
quiet-like.
playing a really,
If
really
it
awesome
squeaks or
game here soon,
stutters,
as
it
soon as I
gets
finish
replaced.
installing.
The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
About to take a shower. You gonna be watching after you take a shower? Yeah, we're waiting for the new Final Fantasy to install.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
This is a lot like Elder Scrolls and Skyrim, or Elder Scrolls and Fallout. I wonder even if this is a Bethesda game.
Here they come! The last of them!
Huh? You hiding? Huh?
Incoming!
This is how you get experience with a knife. play games like this and just use a knife.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. Yeah. Go ahead and ignore the lady with the gun.
Gracie. Shh.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
A wild roe has appeared. How you doing, Thurwin?
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Still in a bit of pain? Yeah. I know, sick pain sucks.
You're doing this for Reed? Why? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip 'em out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
I'm kind of sharing out my live right now. Hold on a sec.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Still kind of sharing out my live. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Ready when you are.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Sorry about that. The ex-wife called. I was making sure Grace got home safely. But Grace is home safe. She's safe. She's just sick. She's sick today. She's got the flu. She has the flu, chat. The flu. Oh shit. Who the fuck killed me? Yeah, she's sick. Poor girl. Promotional plugs. There we go. Some of these discords that I'm in, that have a lot of like, they have like a lot of like, they're not like their stuff is like kind of all over the way, all over the place. Still trying to share out my stuff. I'm in so many promotional areas, but like, it'd be rough. Like, you want to share your stuff out
Hey,
and
take
people
your
don't
time.
always come. Oh, the new SOCOM server's up. They got a new SOCOM server that just came up, and it's really active. I low key might get into SOCOM. I might play that at some point. I might go play some SOCOM and show you guys how SOCOM really is. Low key. I hope everybody's having a great time in the Twitch. I don't know who's out there. Everybody say I, say me, say I'm here. Yeah, Twitch, that's the only thing I don't like about Twitch. It doesn't tell me who's here. Or, I mean, yeah, it doesn't tell me who's here. It just tells me a number. It gives me a number, and sometimes the number's not accurate either. Oh shit. That's why I died last time. There's mines. Alright, Therowen is here. Woohoo! Who else is here? I see 4, but I only see Therowen talking. I guess everybody else is just kind of lurking. I'm just curious to know. I want to say hello. I want to say hello to everyone who's here. Well, I guess either they're hitting an ad or they left. That's crazy. Lurking. He doesn't like kinda. Yo, my hair looks messy.
Huh? You hiding?
Incoming!
Oh, there's a guy right here. Come here, mans. Come here. I don't know what the crap that thing is. Oh. I'm just collecting all this stuff. I don't even know what it's for. I'm just collecting it. I'll find out what it's for eventually, I suppose. As long as we have like infinite inventory space, that's all I gotta say. That's the one thing I like about Final Fantasy 7 games or Final Fantasy games is you always have infinite inventory. And it doesn't matter how much you collect, you can keep collecting. People are like, where'd they hide it all? They hide it in a stash, man. Put it in a stash, bro. Man, oh my gosh. It's the Congo. It's the Congo, man. I'll go underground too. What the fuck? Oh shit. It's Congo. This guy's got tough armor. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Aw, man. Bryce, what are you doing? Are you staying on YouTube? I'd die. I'll freaking die. I die, man. You're playing Power World again? How's Power World? How's the addiction? So I died, do I still go this way? Or do I talk to people? So increase melee attack. Maybe I'll survive this time. Who knows? Note to self, don't go to the Congo. It's just like the Congo, they'll tear you up. I'm still entertained, leave my addiction alone. Let's see here. Let's see here. We're having a great time. A great time. Right, Twitch viewers, right? It says Edgewater. So are we going to betray this guy? Or what? How's it going to work? I don't know, it's just a game. I don't know, excuse the camera. I'll get a better camera here soon. If we get more viewers, as the more viewers we get, I'll decrease the ads. But right now, I'm trying to get that caught up,
I've
Mm.
that
always
part
felt
caught up. I have a
weird
goal I
about
have to meet.
It's too clean.
And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out.
I'm working
And
on a lot
with
of
complete
things.
stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
That's why I sub. No ads for me. Facts. If you sub, yeah, you don't get ads. That's true. That's very, very true. Subbing takes the ads away. Because when you sub, the Twitch is like, well, she don't want to see. I guess she doesn't want to see the ads. Then fuck. In theory, like if you sub, I think it's like $5. But in theory, when you watch the ads, if somebody's when they're at full blast, when they're at full capacity, they can technically be more than that. But like it's okay. Like I'd rather you sub. I'd rather sub and keep that flow coming than worry about like if you're going to stare at ads and stuff. I don't have the attention span for ads. Yeah. You can still talk when you does my screen go up in the upper left hand corner with the game still going when the ads show up? Does it still let you talk? How does that work? It's been a minute since I've been on the receiving side of that.
That seems well within your expertise.
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others. The ones who left.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal
On the phone,
plant.
it's just a straight
It is
ad.
not as
You
safe as you might
don't
assume.
see anything. I've never gotten on my PC. Oh, so on the PC, okay, so on the PC, well, I don't know. I've been in some people where they show the ads, but it still shows their screen in the upper right-hand corner. What's that? Like, what's that about? You just can't really, you can't text. Like, if you text, it doesn't show up until after the ad. Or something like that. It can show up during the ad too, I think. Because I remember one of my friends, whenever I was in his and he had his ad going, I would say I have the ad, and he would be like, oh, okay. I can still hear his voice. And see kind of the gameplay, just not on full screen.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting
So I'm not
down
sure how that
banned
works.
heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale.
Have their stream
The
monetized?
collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a
I don't know.
handsome sum.
I'm
for
gonna have
it.
to do some more investigation into Twitch and YouTube just because I'm gonna be streaming on those more. Because I'm not sure about TikTok right now because of the recent like ban and then all the other stuff that's going on. So that's what I'm trying to do currently is bring everyone over from TikTok because I have 46,000 followers there. So I'm trying to bring all of them over here to Twitch and YouTube so that in case TikTok does something happens again, I will be safe. I left TikTok. Well, you should bring all your followers into this server. So that at least you still have like a fan base here, you know? Make it your home. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get everyone to make this server their home. Because it is a drama-free server and there's no drama allowed here, and we're all about support for each other and promotion and stuff like that. As long as you're in the proper channels, we don't mind whatever it is that you want to promote. We don't care. I saw my account. I still have many videos. I just don't got on the app anymore. Yeah, I get on the app and I still do videos and stuff like that, and I still try to promote. But right now, I'm currently trying to bring everybody over until there's like a yes or no answer on if it's going to stay in the U.S. or not. Because I lost a lot of subscribers when they shut down. I got mad.
It's a handwritten journal a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map.
And
Assuming
it also
you're
made me
serious?
realize I should have been working on my Twitch and YouTube the whole time instead of worrying about like, you know, because where it's sitting at right now, I was trying to hit 50K, but where it's sitting at right now is fine. If I get all of those people to come over here, then I'll be in good condition until you know, the yes or no answer. I need to work on. It made me realize I need to work on all my other channels to get them, you know, put my 100% into the other channels so I can get them up in the same, you know, category as my TikTok. And I have a lot of channels. Clapper's been really good to me on followers, like, and so has Lemon. Like I'm already at 5K followers on Lemon, and I've only posted 3 videos, so that's crazy. Yeah, Clapper is still kind of new territory for a lot of streamers. I'm probably right now, I believe right now I'm probably the only legit real gaming streamer on there, but it's only a matter of time before others go there too. So I've kind of taken the first step foot into there and took advantage of the situation. So it's only gonna be a matter of time before other people get there too. But as long as TikTok is still around, this is gonna be a while. Because TikTok is still far better, a far better platform. It's just whether or not it's going to be here permanently is the question. Yeah, that's because Lemon is produced by TikTok. So, and that's the other thing too. There's the other one too, Red Note. I mean, I haven't got anything off of Red Note, but then again, no one over in China really knows. Like, I had a lot of followers on TikTok from China, but low key just been kind of not following them, just because like I have a feeling that a lot of them are bots. So like, because usually that's the case. But I also have like a lot of, you know, stuff. I have a lot of, you know, I'm very like iffy about Red Note just because like I posted 6 videos on there. I've gotten a little bit of traction, but not like it's very new territory because you're literally just only posting in another country. Like its origin is in China, so it doesn't really like getting traction from there is like being a first time user in the US. So like it's not like, and that's the same thing with Thriller and Tango. Is in Tango you're in I think you're in India. Yeah, you're based off out in India. So like being consistent on those 2 apps is going to be very important, and I just don't have the energy to like be as consistent on them as I will be on YouTube and Twitch. So like that's the thing, and the other thing too with Clapper is that Clapper is based out here in the U.S. and I already have like a large foothold here in the U.S. So like getting followers on there has been easy. So like that's the other thing there too. But like I said, Tango and Red Note are in completely 2 different countries where I have no like you got a lot of people who don't know how to like are not very you know, language fluent, and then on top of that like it just I need to like pump videos out there on those 2 channels. Like it's not like no tomorrow in order to get some traction going. So I pump videos out on my TikTok more than anything. I started with TikTok before I started YouTube and anything else, so that's why I have so many followers there.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
It was almost like I was talking to that guy. Oh my god. I'm more focused on my YouTube and my Twitch and YouTube. Well, we live we have 68 days to figure out what is going on with TikTok. Yeah, so those 60 days, 68 days, I'm not going to waste them live streaming on there. I'm going to just use them to like bring all of my followers from TikTok over to here in YouTube. Like that's what time I'm going to use them for. Because if I waste my time streaming on there, then I'm going to, you know, lose opportunity. And you know, when I'm focused on a goal, then you know, like I'm going to be more focused on that goal than I am anything else. And that's just the way it is. Like I have a mindset where like when I'm focused on something, I tend to put a lot of energy and time into it more than anything else in order to achieve that goal. So like it's kind of like when Anakin Skywalker was doing the pod race, and like he had a shortage in power, and like he had to divert energy over to the other one in order to like focus that energy back up to increase power. So like yeah, that's kind of like what that is. So that's what I'm doing. I'm diverting my energy from TikTok over to my YouTube and Twitch.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon.
Meanwhile, trying to also bring everyone into the Discord too. Every single one of my followers into the Discord too, to try to, you know, maintain, you know, keep the people from losing, you know, from ever worrying about them being lost. At the same time, trying to help them too. You know, I like to help people, but you know, activity is important, or else like I'm not going to know if you need help. So like, if you catch my drift. We're gonna apply that. I want health. On this type of games, I always tend to go for health and strength, or more health, just because the longer I can survive in a fight, the more like killing I'm going to be doing. Because I don't really care about all the other stats, even though they're important too. I'm pretty quick and agile. The longer I feel like the longer I fight, I find that the longer I can survive in a fight, the more killing I'm gonna be doing. Even on like, you know, Halo and Call of Duty and all these other games. Like for me on Call of Duty, I just need more bullets. Like if I get more bullets, like I kill more people. Like I can survive in a fight longer. On Halo, overshield. I just tried to protect my overshield. So I have my overshield. As long as my overshield is charged, I will rush into battle and go ham. And then when my overshield starts to drop, I dip out and wait for it to recharge, then dip back in. It's all about like protecting your life, your health bar. And all that games is pretty much the same when it comes to that, protecting your health bar. Call of Duty is a lot harder to do that. Your hitbox is like protecting your hitbox is key. You want to stay behind buildings and make sure that you're not getting shot at or hit. That they're not getting the hits. That's why a lot of people are jumping around or hiding behind stuff so that they're protecting their hitbox. Like, campers will try to stay behind walls, or people who are holding positions will try to stay behind objects. Yeah. Campers will stay behind walls and corners, and position holders will stay behind items and boxes and stuff, and peek out and shoot at you. Tend to move around a little bit. Running gunners will they'll jump up and down and try to like make you miss their hitbox versus guarding their hitbox. They'll try to make you miss instead. So if you're somebody who's versatile, you should be able to adapt to all three. It's crazy how I can break that down though. I must be playing games for so fucking long. It's crazy. On Halo, you don't really, you have a hitbox, but your hitbox is protected by overshield, so it doesn't even really matter. When you're approaching an enemy, strafing left to right is how you protect yourself, because 75% of the time, the opponent does not know how to, doesn't really know how to aim that well on Halo. I mostly just pray and spray. There's a very few Halo players that really know how to aim and move at the same time. As easy as it sounds, it's not very easy. It's actually very difficult to do. Star Wars reference be still my heart. Oh yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, I have a Star Wars Battlefront 2. Star Wars is cool because like not only not only is every aspect of that type of thing in the game, like you can protect your hitbox, you can jump around, you can do all that stuff, but if you're a Jedi, like all of that stuff is combined. Like you gotta do like if you're doing a Jedi, if you're like a Jedi, you have to like jump around, dodge, whatever. You have to like get in on your opponent, but at the same time you sort of have an overshield because like you're a Jedi and like you have an extended health bar, so you can survive a lot longer than regular from hits. And in some cases you can depending on how your perks are set up for your Jedi, you can like every kill you make, you can regen your health, so like you make the battle last that much longer. That, and you have your various abilities like force pull, and you can throw your sword, all that shit. You love to cosplay the Sith? Hell yeah. I always wanted to cosplay Anakin Skywalker, or Luke Skywalker. Never really Darth Vader. Like I like Darth Vader, but like not enough to cosplay him. Like low-key, I'd rather be Yoda, but I'm not short enough to be him. Screw the Jedi, the dark side's much more fun. Well, I mean, in a sense, like going on killing sprees and stuff like that, like, yeah, it is. Like, I like the characters. Like, I have a strong sense of justice, when it comes to picking characters and stuff like that. Like, that's just inside of, like, for whatever reason, it's just part of my, it's part of me, you know? Like, I have a strong sense of justice, but then again, I do have a dark side too. So like, you know, I occasionally get on a game and go on killing sprees. So I can understand how being a dark side person is fun, because just like the other day, I was on Fallout 3 and I killed everyone in Megaton City just because for some reason I just felt like killing everything. Like, and then later when my mood swing went back to normal, I felt bad that I killed everybody in Megaton City. I was like, I can't believe I have done this. I just killed everyone in the city. I'm crazy.
Here they come!
But it's a video game. I think if I was a Jedi, I probably would control both powers. Like, you know, in the Jedi lore, there's like a Jedi who has has control over the dark side and the light and the Jedi side, like the dark and the light side of the Force. I think I would be that guy. They also say he is the most humble of all the Jedi. Like, he has tranquility amongst, he has full control over the Force, and doesn't have to worry. He also doesn't abide by the rules of either side. So like, he abides by his own path. And they also say he is like the most strongest Jedi out of all of them. Yet he is not in any of the movies. So he is only in like the story, the Jedi lore books, like the books. Yeah, I like Anakin. Yeah, I feel a lot like Anakin sometimes, especially when I'm in one of those moods where like I feel betrayed, like, or I feel like um I'm unwanted, or I feel like um you know uh all the evil things that have been done to me in the past, just like off all those things that happen, like those memories, those feelings, those emotions sometimes make me feel like Anakin Skywalker. Like especially like that moment when he was on Mustafar, or not Mustafar, but that one place
We made it.
with the lava and shit, when he was just looking like he was crying, but his eyes were all like fucked up and shit. Like that scene when he looked like that, when he looked back at he turned around and looked like that. That shit hit my chest hard because I felt it, because I felt like what he was going through, you know, like I felt that, like that part of the movie. I wanted to cry with him, like, cause I literally I felt that shit, like low key. Like I was watching that part of that movie and I was like it was just like I felt like the fact, like I felt what he was feeling when his mother had died. Chris, what do you? So it's just, you know, um, yeah, the Sith, the you know, I feel like the Sith, um, I feel like the Sith are were like the only Sith Lord that's truly evil is probably Dark Sidious. Like, hold on. That's what she's doing. She's playing around with the YouTube voice recognition. I saw her, I said, don't do that. But no, like yeah, my daughter's on my YouTube channel right now, or my YouTube account right now, watching kid stuff. But so like um so no, yeah, like when it comes to like the lore of like Star Wars, I feel like a lot of the Jedi who became part of the dark side went through some trauma. The only one I don't think that actually went through any trauma was Dark Sidious. I think because according to the last movie of the Star Wars, he is actually from a long line of Sith Lords, and all of them are pure evil. So like, essentially like when he dies, if he dies from anyone, if a Jedi kills him, that's why he wanted Anakin or Luke Skywalker to kill him, because if he dies, like he's at the point where like Dark Sidious is his power is at the point where if he dies, it doesn't matter if a Jedi kills him or another another person kills him. He will become part of that person. The moment he is slain by a sword, he will become like, cause he didn't even like whenever he got thrown down into the energy thingy by Darth Vader, he didn't actually die right there. Like he survived because he can't actually die. Like he's at the point where he is beyond death. So like like literally, if any Jedi kills him, that's why, like I said, that's why he wanted Luke Skywalker to kill him. If any Jedi kills him, that dude will just come back to, that dude will just become part of that Jedi. Like his evil energy and spirit will attach itself to that Jedi and become that Jedi. So like that Jedi will no longer be like, he would no longer be Luke Skywalker anymore. He would be the Sith Lord. He would be Lord Sidious and reincarnation. Like his body would become his. Like he would just be another Sith Lord automatically. So like, so that's why, like he said, that's why in Return of the Jedi, he was like, or the Emperor was like, strike me down, use your anger and kill me now. He wanted to kill him because if he killed him, he was like, bet I could take your body, and yeah, basically demonic possession. But he's like, bet I could take your body and make myself have a new body, because mine's old anyway, and then I can trick everyone because I'm you, so I could trick everyone and like, so he was basically the definition of true evil. Even though he was a politician, even the guy that the Palpatine, even Palpatine wasn't really Palpatine. Like he was a Sith Lord from another Sith Lord. I'm sure at one point Palpatine was a Jedi and he killed, and they didn't know he was a Jedi, but he was a Jedi and he killed a Sith Lord, or a Sith Lord allowed him to kill him so that he could take his body. And then also he has another power where he can siphon your, like if you don't kill him, like if you choose not to kill him, he's like, that's cool, I'm just gonna siphon your fucking energy and become young or become new again automatically. Like, cause that's what he did on the last Jedi movie, or the last Star Wars movie. He Rem and Han Solo's son, they didn't want to kill him because they found this out. Like they were like, nah, we're not gonna kill you, and they found this out, and then like he was like, all right, fuck it then, and then he just started taking their energy, and he started like healing, like his hands and everything started becoming fresh, like freshly new and all that other kind of stuff, and he started becoming more powerful. Like he was taking the Force right out of their body. So like, I was like, damn, this dude's basically invincible. And even then, even when they had defeated him, and or whatever, like, I still think like they left it open for there to be another one, because at the end it talked about how there's gonna be new Jedi and a new you know, Jedi Council and stuff like that, like a new different one. But like I still think that low key, like if there ever was another one, low key it would be either Han Solo's son who gets possessed, or the daughter, the Palpatine, the ancestor of the Palpatine, because in reality he wanted her to kill him. But I feel like I have to go back and watch that movie and see actually how he died. But basically, like, yeah. And then you had like you had like all these Palpatine clones back there who probably were possessed as well, that were doing like a Jedi or a Sith Lord's ritual, where they were like, yeah, they're just waiting for him to die so he can become the new. So whoever killed him could become the new emperor, basically. Because he was even saying it right there. He was saying like, yo, just strike me down, become the new emperor. Like, my power will become your own. So like, because only saying that to like get her to kill him, so that he could just take over her body. He didn't care. He was just like, I'm gonna take her. I'm either gonna take your body, or I'm gonna take the force right out of your body and make my body, you know, brand new. I'm gonna siphon your energy. Star Wars books, I mean, they could go any direction. They could go in that direction. There's so much about like a background story about a lot of different Jedis that that George Lucas made, that, you know, that he didn't put into the movies, and so a lot of the fan base want them to like make a movie off of that. And then you have the fact that you have Anakin Skywalker, who really wanted to save his woman, and so like he betrayed everyone because he thought he was going to save his woman, and the guy manipulated him into thinking that there is a way to save death. I mean, there is, but it wasn't to save anybody else but your own self. Like, it doesn't work that way. Like, there's no like, I mean, the only person that really discovered that was Rem, and she wasn't taught it. She's discovered it through herself, which is weird, because she wasn't trained by any Jedi or anybody, except for Luke Skywalker later on. Which makes me wonder, like, if Luke Skywalker already knew how to do what she could do. Like, because Luke Skywalker knew she had an attachment to the Force. She had an attachment to the Force like no other. The other thing too is, like, it makes you wonder, like you know, when Mace Windu was about to kill the senator, it makes you wonder, like, if he did kill the senator, like, would he have just become another Palpatine? Like that like you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how strong the Sith had a hold on things. Cause like everybody was saying, yo, if he would have killed if he would have killed the senator or whatever, he said he's too dangerous to stand trial, and if he killed him, like, he was trying to get Anakin to save him, to turn to the dark side or whatever, but in reality he didn't care if he really did die. They just faked it. He knew that if he did, like, think about it, he knew that if he did die, he would have just took over Mace Windu's body, and the end result would have still been the same.
Three switches. That'll be easy enough.
So I don't know. What do you guys think about all that? Oh yeah, the other thing too is, like, Grace, you need to go into your bed and sleep. Because I said so. I understand why you asked me why. Don't ask me why, just do it. Go to your bed. Go to sleep. Now, please. Alright, so here. I honestly wish Twitch would tell me who's lurking so that I can. It'd be cool. It'd be cool if it did. I mean, it probably does if I'm on the 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 piece, like the website, but I'm not on there. I'm on the OBS. I need a program Nightbot to tell me that. I just didn't turn it on because I felt like it would be annoying. Don't go into the power coils. I know, I did it. I was trying to be a Jedi. Let's see where we're at on the game. Oh shit. We're at 80% on Final Fantasy VII. I can't wait. I'm so excited to play that game. I have an addiction to Final Fantasy VII. You have no idea. That's why I rarely touch the original, because if I touch that game, I'm not gonna get off of it. I'm not gonna get off it until I find every freaking secret on the game. And most of them I'll have really quick because I already know where they are. But I tend to leave secrets unchecked on a game purposely so I can go back and have a reason to go back and play it. If it's a game that I don't really like that I'm not having a lot of fun playing, I'll complete everything on the game and then drop it permanently. It'd be like that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go in there, but it's sealed off.
There's 2 more. What happened to me? Here they come! Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Sister, unexpected.
Here they come! Got 'em all!
Alright.
Onto guard. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the man? Look out!
Damage sustained.
So what's the plan?
Unexpected.
Incoming!
Beginning.
No, just leave me alone.
Sis searching.
No! Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
No, you should be honest.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
That man in the moon looks scary.
Food bound to spoil at this rate.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it? You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management. You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Reed. What's up, Joker? Reed isn't going to just leave his post. I'll need some help to convincing him.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear. Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker.
What?
Don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients. Edgewater Cemetery's got corpses aplenty. Enough for a generation's worth of crops.
That lady is crazy. All your people are eating dead bodies.
What happened? Scrap fell into a transformer again?
One of us.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry,
passing
I just
through,
wasn't sure
buddy,
if you
just
were from
passing
town or
through.
if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Ooh, almost done with Final Fantasy. We're gonna cut this live short though, guys. We're gonna go play some ranked Call of Duty for a little bit. Hopefully the game's done by then we'll get on Final Fantasy.
I appreciate...
We'll be back. We'll turn the live on back after.